After winning the Heath Ledger Scholarship Film Award in 2018, Australian actress Charmaine Bingwa has been making a name for herself on-screen on the critically acclaimed Paramount Plus series, The Good Fight, and with film roles in the Blumhouse production, Black Box, as well as the 2023 awards season contender, Emancipation, opposite Will Smith. While promoting the latter, the 37-year-old breakout spoke to ET's Kevin Frazier about the emotional challenges of making the film inspired by the 1863 photos of whipped Peter, her interest in reuniting with creators Robert and Michelle King for another spin-off of The Good Wife, and her connection to Ledger. When it comes to the late Oscar-winning actor, who died in 2008 at the age of 28, both Bingwa and him are from Perth, the capital of Western Australia, making them two of a handful of notable stars who have broken through in Hollywood. And for the actress, the scholarship changed my career, says Bingwa, who is the first Black and LGBTQ performer to win in the first 9 years it was awarded. It feels good to be somebody who's like a game changer and changing it up. So, you know, it's such a wonderful thing. Close with Ledger's family, Bingwa believes they would be proud of me, too. Not only that, but it's a full circle moment, she says as she finds herself on the cusp of her own awards season buzz. That much-deserved attention is for her turn as Dodian in Emancipation, directed by Antoine Fuqua. She plays a mother and the wife of Peter Smith, whom she calls a beautiful human, who escapes from slavery before eventually joining the North during the Civil War and later returns to plantation to reunite with the family he was forced to leave behind. Filmed on location at a plantation in New Orleans, Louisiana, during the summer of 2021, Bingwa recalls feeling the energy in the air where thousands of men, women and children were enslaved hundreds of years prior. It's like heart in the throat energy, she says. I remember there was one scene where we went onto the cotton fields and there's about 300 extras. There's men's with dogs and it just feels like you've literally been transported there. Not only that, but Bingwa gets emotional thinking about working with Fuqua on the film, and his humanistic approach to capturing this story on screen. He works from such a deep, soulful place, she says. He's given me notes that I will remember for the rest of my days, they were so steeped in meaning and spirit. One specific example is when they were filming on the fields of the plantation. He would just look at the ground and be like, in this very soil that we stand upon is 400 years of pain. This is why we're doing this film, she remembers, before recalling how the director helped her with an important monologue. There was one particular moment in there where I say to my children, hold on. And he was like, I want you to look through that camera and say to Black America, hold on. He's just a profound human being and an absolute pleasure and delight to work with. In addition to Fuqua, Bingwa also had a great experience working with the Kings, who created the Good Wife series, which co-starred Christine Baranski as Diane Lockhart, who later became the focus of their spin-off, The Good Fight. Bingwa joined the heightened legal drama as a young lawyer named Carmen Moyo during its final 2 seasons. What a privilege to be amongst those ensemble of actors. It was a beautiful show. Michelle and Robert, who lead it, are just great, amazing creators to work for, and I don't think it has sunk in. I went straight from that show onto the set of another show, so I hadn't really had much time to process it, she says, referring to the upcoming Showtime series, King Shaka, which is executive produced by Fuqua. The series, which saw Carmen navigating office politics and dangerous high-profile clients as a new associate at Lockhart's firm, came to a dramatic and emotional end in November. While most characters' stories were wrapped up, Bingwa was left more open-ended, with her character potentially going down a number of different paths. I feel like they did a great job with the writing, cause sometimes finales don't live up to all of the 6 years you've been through. But I think they did it justice, she says of the last episode. And given that there's no reason the Kings couldn't revisit her story in another spin-off series down the road. I think in the right circumstances, Bingwa says she would absolutely be up for another run as Carmen. Michelle and Robert are geniuses. I would email them all the time and be like, by the way, in case no one's told you today, you are a genius. And so yeah, I would love to work with them again. Until then, audiences can enjoy her continued rise on screen when Emancipation premieres in theaters on Friday, Dec. 2 before streaming on Apple TV Plus starting December 9. Will Smith reflects on his personal transformation at Emancipation premiere. Exclusive. This video is unavailable because we were unable to load a message from our sponsors. If you are using ad blocking software, please disable it and reload the page.